Well, Junior, what are we doing today?
We're fixing and looking at my truck.
So, Christmas Day 2024, Shelton had an unfortunate accident and rolled the truck. Smashed that bumper into that fender, sent the fender back. Hood's still fine, driver's side's still fine. Front door's okay. It's got a little rough spot up here. But our main concern, it crushed this cab corner, busted out the back glass, busted out this window, caved this door in, but it didn't touch the bed, which this paint has always been this rough on this truck. It was a work truck at one point in time. Didn't bust the mirror, well, kinda. I think it might have tweaked it a little bit, but we're gonna tear it apart, see what's all screwed up on the frame side of things, because had a guy look at the frame and he thought it looked tweaked, and it did. So we're gonna get in here and see if the frame's any good. If the frame's not any good, then we're gonna have to back up and punt, because we ain't gonna put a cab on a cab corner or whatever various way we're gonna have to fix it. So yep. We'll come back when the bumper's off, because this is gonna be a two-man ordeal to get this stupid thing off. So Junior got a new coolant tank in it, because the old one, it broke. Where's the old one at? Over there in the box. This sucker done busted apart. Right there where the hose is, right there, is where it has a little leg comes off that bolts down lower than the top part of it. It busted. We got the bumper off, did some measuring. The passenger side here is, what did I say, 7/8 of an inch up?
Yeah.
Than this side. But I'm gonna say the frame's already bent. That is gonna be my assumption, just based on, look at some of this stuff here. If anybody knows anything about these Cateye Chevys and their bumpers, this one was mounted over top of here. The bumper was on top of here. The bumper is supposed to mount underneath here. So these were both on top of this. This had this bolt run down through that hole, and this side was the same way, but on this side that's lower than the other, it had another lug nut between the bumper and the frame. Just to act like a spacer. It's about 1.8 inches tall. So we're guessing that it's already been bent, because these other side brackets that support the bumper are missing a bolt. So we're gonna raise it up, check the front end out, make sure nothing's busted loose. We have a flat back there on the right rear. It slowly leaked down since Christmas. Right now was it January 18th? Yep, January 18th. And it went flat, so. Anyways, we're gonna get it up in the air, check front end, see if we can see any other tweak spots in the frame that are new, throw the alignment heads on it, check the alignment, see if it's knocked out or something. That way we can get a good idea how bad things actually are, because this thing's had new front end parts on it before he bought it, had an alignment done before he bought it. So we are going to see what everything looks like here. Go ahead and go up with it, bud. Just to show you how packed full of mud it was on this side. There's still mud in the frame where I couldn't get to with that bumper on it. It's kind of bent up the quarter port here. Knocked this fender brace back. It's separating the top pinch weld up here, separating the two sheet metal pieces of sheet metal there. I still got mud packs in here. It's had new front end parts, new gearbox, all the goodies. So we shall see what it's looking like. All right, that's good. Walk underneath here. It's mud packed up in here underneath this skid pan. I'll put some pictures up. So I didn't finish my thought there when I said I'll put some photos up. I was going to put some photos up of how the front bumper fit. As you can see, it's rubbing the bottom of the turn signals housings here. It's rubbing there on the driver and passenger, and it seems to be higher up on the passenger side right there. I don't think, nope, that's just up the side profiles, but this is, as you can see, the back door straight, everything lines up here. I wish I had a photo of the front fenders before, and I took it on the wrong side, but this over here is not crushed, but all this corner right here is caved down and in forward where it has hit the rock wall. Oops, wrong way. So I just wanted to finish up that thought and post. This is going back and reviewing these photos of after we put the new headlight assemblies and stuff in it, the new lighting assemblies front and rear, of why I thought the frame has already been bent, because even though this is spaced up with that lug nut, it is still higher on this side. So I'm going to say, as long as we can get a cab corner or make sure nothing real structural is damaged beyond repair in the back of the cab, right here, we are going to try to repair that one way or another. Not quite sure how yet, but we will get it. We will get it figured out. It's got a little mud pack in there, but not terrible. That's a mud pack down here, as you can see. There's some mud off in here. Some mud there. We're going to check everything out. Make sure nothing's bent at this point. And probably take a mud shower once we pull the skid pan off, because I want to see up in there and on that front frame horn a little bit better. But chances are this this frame's already been bent. If it has, it will hold alignment as long as it hadn't been any more. But the only thing to do is to do it too, ain't it?
Yep.
We're gonna get some of this crap torn off here. See what we got to work with. And for anyone wondering, yes, this is a 2-wheel drive truck. Shelton was trying to do some stump jumping with it. Anyways, if this don't work, we're going to be having to source a frame. If we're going to source a frame, we're going to try to find a pretty much complete 4-door truck, 4-wheel drive or non. We've found a couple on Facebook Marketplace where we are going to just look everything over and see what we're going to have to do. So upon further review of all the front end stuff, nothing is loose per se. Nothing is loose. The only thing is this upper control arm bushing is blowed out. It's got some slop in it. Everything else is tight on this side. Everything's tight on that side. Nothing nothing's broke, nothing's bent. So all that should be good. So we were checking to make sure everything wasn't too bad off before we decided exactly how we were going to fix it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to O'Reilly's and get some collision wrap and do the windows a little bit better, because that's supposed to hold up a little bit better than my masking tape and trash bag job. So we're going to go get a roll of that, seal everything up from the inside, and then we're going to find, I guess, source some parts at this point. Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope. Besides our measurement that we came out with for our frame is an 1/8 of an inch.
So we measured a couple different parts of the frame to see if anything was tweaked. Height's difference where the lower control arms mount up. The front of it's 5/8 difference. The back of it's 7/8 difference. But the front frame horn was a whole 1.1/8 inch difference height-wise. So we're thinking this has already been bent up here, because the tire's not leaning funny. Nothing's bent, nothing's loose. It would have knocked some front end parts out if it truly bent the frame in a bad way. So we're hoping we're lucky. I guess we're going to source either we're going to source a whole cab and pull this cab off and front clip, or we're going to try to find a whole nother donor truck. We will have to figure out what exactly we are going to do at this point. So stay tuned. Hopefully sometime this year we can have this truck back up and going on the road looking like what it's supposed to. Because I think you're getting tired of driving that old red truck, ain't you?
Yeah.
And paying a payment on a wrecked truck. So anyways, we're gonna get off here. We're gonna do all that and just back it back outside and do some parts hunting until we find some parts. That'll be the last video you see on this until we get some parts and figure out what exactly we're going to do. So y'all have a good one.